Miami trails by 3. Iverson right side. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Reeves outside. From outside, off the mark. Miami with the ball. It's stolen by Allen. Reeves with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Pass to Roy. Shoots. Miami grabs the miss. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Nobody near Allen. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And this is Allen's go-to shot. Just a sensational shooter from the 3-point line.
Pass to Hardaway. Jordan with the steal. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. Now Sarr. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Issel grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Now here's Jordan. Hasn't made one yet. Clock at 6. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Wembanyama. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. It's tipped. And here's Roy. Over Hardaway. And it falls over the rim and in. Roy's got 5.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Iverson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Kept alive. And Sarr throws it down.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Jordan in the corner. From downtown, the 3-pointer is right on target. He's got 5.
There's a ferocity and intensity to Jordan, but he also has the finesse and skill.
Here's Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
For 3, Roy. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up by 6. And the second. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
To the inside. Issel takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Pass to Pippen. Here's the break. Pushing it up. Reeves with it. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely. Break. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Pass to Yao. 6 to shoot. Goes up at the stripe. Reeves with the rebound. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Rose, good.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor, excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx of talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Pass to Reeves. They set the pick. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And superb strength there from Payton, absorbing the contact and keeping his composure for the finish.
Free throw off from Payton. Lets it go from the wing. Stolen by Roy. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Rebound by Pippen. Miami trails by 11. Bull with it. Still yet to score. There's the triple. That shot off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
That's tipped. In transition, here comes Miami. Floats it up for Rose.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
On the wing, Brandon Roy. 5 points in the game. Misses from close range. Pass to Bull. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Checking in for your home team.
And the home team has possession. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
And here's Rose.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Here's Jordan. 8 points for him. Pass to Oden.
And the big man, Oden,
Already so good at creating that call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Miami. Trailing here by 8. Jordan with the rebound. Pass to Horford. Wide open. And Bull pulls it down. And so here is Miami. It's Pippen with the drive. Oh, he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. At 7'6", Yao is a huge shot blocking threat. Got to be careful shooting when he's roaming nearby.
Horford off with the layup. Miami trails by 8. Yao up top. And finished off by Yao.
And it doesn't take much elevation for Yao to throw it down. We'll be seeing him finish at the rim a lot over his career.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The drive, the willpower of Michael Jordan is on a completely different level. He is competing every second he is on the floor and always looking for any way he can beat.
Iverson, no luck.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And you see Peyton's eyes light up when the break is on. Very opportunistic in those situations.
Pass to Sarr. Outside for Wembanyama. Puts up a deep 3. Good on the triple.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Now Peyton. And McHale wide open, and he finds it. Outside Jordan. No good from 11 feet. And the first half is now in the books. They're up by 6. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
5 to shoot. Here's Reeves. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Miami trails by 6. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Pass to McHale. Back to Jordan. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And a wide open look for Sarr. Great positioning on the putback.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. There's a screen by McHale. Allen outside. From the arc. And Sarr pulls it down.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Outside for Wembanyama. For the tie. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Miami, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. High post shot. And it's Miami with the rebound. Back to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Pass to Payton. No good again that time.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
On the wing, Iverson. Second shot opportunity. And another basket for Miami. And the home team has possession. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Reeves outside. It's the three-point bomb. Reeves has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Back to Iverson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Allen. Now, here is Jordan. Reeves outside. From deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Reeves has got 6 here in this quarter. Back to Wembanyama. The size, the shooting touch. Wembanyama is unreal.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Here's Reeves. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Here's Iverson. Lays it up off the glass. Iverson's got 9. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
There's a screen by McHale. Pass to Reeves. A 3-ball. And Sarr pulls it down. Here's Wembanyama. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Ray Allen picks one up.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Miami?
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Reeves gets the bucket.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And he banks in the layup. He's got 10.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Reeves with it. He's got 14. It's tipped. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Hardaway. Roy with the block. Pass to Whistle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Hardaway with a wide open. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Miami has possession. Pass to Yao. And Greg Oden gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Rose. Down low. And Yao gets it to go. Yao's got the lead up to 9 now for Miami.
And this is right where Yao wants to be. His size makes that easy money.
Outside Roy. Fires away from outside. Rebound by Yao. Miami leading by 9. Pass to Bull. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Horford.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Here's Roy. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second person.
They get Gilbert Arenas.
First team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Brandon Roy. 2 shots.
Roy hits them both. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Right side Rose. Out to the right wing. Pippen outside. Here he goes. Rebound, Payton.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Left side Rose to the paint. Pass to Yao. Over Oden. Miami no good on that time either. Roy goes in. And then Roy with the dunk.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Bull. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Miami leads by 9.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
For 3, Roy. And it's Miami with the rebound. Arenas adds a 2-pointer. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Arenas has got his first points of the night. Here's Payton. The shot's good. Roy making the play.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Yao inside. Second chance effort. And the layup is good. Yao's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Roy, that's a 2-pointer. And Bull pulls it down.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Here's Yao. Count the basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Payton. Takes it off the glass.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Right wing. Here's Yao. And finished off by Yao.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
No good from Roy.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that. That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Now here's Jordan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
Every year, Doris, the NBA has a few points of emphasis they want to make. Anything you'd like to see emphasized?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, one thing that has to happen is we have got to give the defense a greater chance to succeed. We've tilted the game too heavily in the offense's favor, meaning too often at the rim, there's foul shots given for marginal contact. I think the defense has got to become more involved in the outcome of games.
Lets it go with a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Jordan outside. Inside. Here's Reeves.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Miami.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
For the away team, number 99, 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Reeves outside. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jordan.
Miami foul. Allen Iverson. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And the first one drops.
For your home team, Michael Jordan. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
And he dunks it down.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
To the middle. Reeves outside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul, 5th team foul.
Free throw good. Reeves.
Reeves. 2 shots.
And Reeves drops them both. Shot from the inbound. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.